Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to all of you. So Alhamdulillah. So now we move on to the chapter 4, which is the function and subfunction of automation in information agency. Alright, so at the end you should be able to identify the subsystem module of integrated system in information agencies, which is library, museum and archive, and also describe the function of subsystem or modules. So at this moment we are going to look at on the library for the context of ilmu system, while archive for Compass and museum for Embark. So let's look on the library system, which is integrated library system ilmu. So ilmu stands for integrated library management unit utility. Alright, so as an introduction, ilmu is a library automation system which based on industry standards. So ilmu is jointly developed product of UITM and also paradigm system Berhad. Okay. So in ilmu, they have 18 subsystem or modules. Okay, starting with acquisition, authority, binding, booking, circulation, cataloging, document delivery, accounting, foundation, IRS, ILL. Alright, they do have InfoTrack, right, reserve collection, receiving, routing, serials, and also stock take. So this is the main interface of ilmu. Right. So for each department, acquisition, circulation, cataloging, they include in the ilmu system. So we look at on the circulation modules. Okay, it's for the purpose of efficient check-in and check-out process. So from ilmu, we can do our own check-in and also check-out. Alright, so it's managed of patrons account, okay, including placing holds. Alright, and if you want to books the materials, okay, you want to queue up, alright, when the books that you want is being lent by other people's, alright, and then reviewing items, checking patrons account, and also placing an interlibrary loan request. While for cataloging module, alright, they do for search multiple database, then download the record, edit them locally, and save them to the library catalog. This is the process how copy cataloging being done. Alright, so eliminate manual work with a template that includes standard information. Okay, so support merging to make similar changes to a group of records separately, and provide Unicode support for input, storage, and display of non-Roman character. Okay, this is how what we call ilmu, okay, being operates especially in the cataloging module. While for the acquisition module, alright, it's about automated selection list, which is data can be copied to purchase order. There is no need to rekey the information, so it eliminates the process of doing purchase materials. Okay, so it also can helps librarian, okay, to minimize the mistakes of doing typing. Okay, so there is no typing error and so on. Right, they will eliminate that kind of problems. Then it's allow user to download mark records in cataloging and automatically add the titles to a purchase order or selection list. While for serial module, serial processing is streamlined in ilmu because the serial subsystem share information in acquisition and cataloging records, cutting data entry and enhancing workflow. So holding data is presented in a reasonable and simple user interface. Okay. This is the back of the ilmu itself. Alright, you can just make an order and send until the record payment. This is how, okay, the process of buying the materials happen. And this is for web OPAC. Okay, you can see this kind of interface at OPAC. Okay, this is at the interface at the back of OPAC, which is the system itself. Okay, the way they key in all those things. And then we move to the archive. Okay, archive use Compass. This is the Compass interface. Carian Berhad Archive at Archive Negara, Malaysia. Alright, so you can just place here. Alright, by type the keyword, so you can find the category of the material itself and also the location of the materials. So there are seven subsystem or modules in Kompas, okay, starting from archive material or bahan arsip, warehouse management, pengurusan gedung, capaian akses, okay, user service, khidmat pengguna, conservation and reprography, PRG, pemulihan dan reprography, course for kursus, and also executive information system or SME, sistem maklumat eksekutif. So we look at one by one. Bahan arsip is help the process of storing the materials in the building. Alright, this module also determines types of materials, inclusion of detailed information, description information, classification codes, and also label printing, barcode. Okay. So this is the interface of screen to add new records. If there is a new record being sent to the library, so Asri is the person. Okay, this one is determine the person who enter the information inside the Kompas system. Okay. And then screen for code classification. There is a code, okay, that being classified by the system itself. Just have to key in, alright, based on the information given. And then screen to add details information. This one, alright, Setiausaha Kerajaan Negeri Selangor. So you just put there, and then the title of the document itself, okay, including all the categories being identified here. And then screen for file labeling. Okay, this is how they are labeling their file. Okay, file, bukan file, and also kotak. Alright. Then while this is the screen of record group information. Okay, it fall under group of accountant negara Malaysia. This one. Alright, so this is a nombor penerimaan senarai, nombor ulang kaji, tahun, alright, the date of the year of the record being created, and also being put it in the archive, and then tarikh wasap and tarikh bersih and so on. Number 2 is pengurusan gudang or building management. It include intellectual control to record the position of the physical aspect of storage space, load limit, and hence determine the location of each item in the National Archive Malaysia building. It also helps to manage material movement and storage, and tracking movement of material in and out of the building. This is how they are going to manage, okay, if there is a process of landing the materials itself or landing the records or document inside the National Archive Malaysia. So function of submodules include registration and updates of branch, building, floor, section, line, and also space. Alright, so this is the screen for section registration. Alright, so ID section A, secawangan mana, alright, and then the building itself, tingkat berapa, and also section. And then screen for tracking materials. So this how they are going to track. Okay, kotak perlu digerakkan and so on. Okay. And this is the screen for storing materials. Okay, lokasi dia kat mana? You boleh tengok satu-satu. Ni adalah kod yang perlu dipecahkan untuk you dapatkan bahan lah. Okay. And then screen for space usage. Okay, this one you have to enter all those things. And then from the Akademi Laut Malaysia Alam, how many box that they have now? Box number 4. Okay. Next is capaian or access. This module helps ANM and registered researcher to obtain material in storage building based on the materials existing records. It also allow researcher to borrow the material itself. Sorry. While this module is divided into 2 parts, okay, the part 1 is access to archive materials for registered researcher, National Archive Malaysia staff, and also other organisation. User can make a search using nombor acceptance, keyword search, and resource or department search. User can view list of lending or borrowing, and user also can borrowing and returning library materials. And the second part is access via the web or public user, which is everyone can access this. User can search archive material via the internet web Kompas. Okay. This is the screen for login. You just enter the nombor penyelidik lah. This is for those researcher or organisation that being registered with ANM. Arkib Negara Malaysia AN or NAM, National Archive of Malaysia. And then screen for accessing archive material. This one, okay, what kind of materials that you want to access, teks ucapan for instance, okay. And then screen for viewing materials details. So you know the details of the archive records itself, alright? From where surat, the language itself, okay? What kind of materials or what kind of description of the material itself, okay? It's all about. And then screen for material borrowing list, okay? This one. Then we move on to the user service or khidmat pengguna. It manage researcher information, administer material borrowed by researcher as well as the topic involved. It also handles services such as embargo materials and copy, and also provide service or guide to researcher in using National Archive Malaysia facilities. So please find out which is embargo materials by yourself. Okay, later on I'm gonna have to ask about this. So user service module have three subsystem, okay, which is maintain researcher, which is include the process of registration the researcher. The registration number of researcher will be created automatically by the system. And daily registration, okay, registration researcher daily arrival, and also blacklist, display information of blacklisted researcher. This module also allow to recall blacklisted researcher within 24 hours, okay. Oh, this one for embargo materials, and I just want you to find out in details what embargo material is all about. Right, so user service module also have a sub module within this user service itself. It also have a few sub modules, include embargo materials, which is to create a restriction for certain materials, example confidential file, okay, counter for display and manage material for loan, return and reserve. For copy service, okay, display list of materials for copy and allow user to make payment. And facility usage service, displaying a list of facilities, allow user to make application to use microfilm room, video and audio. And also various service including the department or other organization can borrow the archive materials. User can also print application letter or form. This is the screen for daily registration, alright. And this is the screen for copy services, photos of photocopying, okay, photostat and so on. And screen for facility usage services, okay, they use bilik microfilm for example, okay. And next is PRG or Pemeliharaan and Reprography, or known as Conservation and Reprography. Okay, there are three sub modules inside the PRG: application, process and also inquiry. For application is for application and approval for binding, conservation and reprography services. And the process is a list of application and approval, view assignments, materials delivery. And for the inquiry is displaying reports and statistics on application status, material branch, expected completion dates, binding by number of reception, reprography by no request, and the whole of activities. This is the screen for binding application, and then this is the screen for the approval, okay. Screen for the reports, so we know what kind of activities being done, okay, after all. And next is courses or course. This is assist training branch to handle training participants from within the country and abroad, include handle registration, manage attendance and manage letter and reports for training participation, okay. So it also have a three subsystem: registration, certificate and also report, okay. Registration to register the participant and course attended. For the certificate is print participants certificates, and report display the list of courses by year, participant by course and participants by course and abroad. So there consists of four sub-modules: file, non-file, material description and material labeling. So it helps in processes file and non-files. It also manages the transfer of material to be stored in the National Archive Malaysia. So it's also a processing acceptance number automatically based on the year of receipt. So this is the interface of the screen for registration. Supposedly we should have an access so that you can know how to enter the information itself, but it's okay, because we cannot simply access to the National Archive Malaysia system. So that's why I'm providing the interface for you guys, for you to better understand, okay, what kind of system is all about, okay. And then screen for certificate printing, this one. and screen for reports. Okay. And the last one is SME or System Maklumat Executive or Executive Information System. Assist NNM to obtain information about the list, summary and statistic of archive materials in details. So there are 4 options of materials, include record management, reference list and also statistic. This is the screen for the records management itself. Okay, there are code and also the list of it. And the screen for reference, this one. Screen for list, okay. And screen for statistic. Okay, you just find out the statistic here. So there is the list of the statistic itself. Alright, I think that's all. Continue with the next video because we cannot have more than 50 minutes. Okay, bye.